What's up, everybody? This is Whisky in the Six. I'm Rob, doing the Valinch Mallet Ledaig 10-year-old. This one is 53.7% ABV. It is bottled in a Botta sherry cask. Okay, sherry Botta Punta to be exact. This is cask number 700414. All right, these come in 700 milliliter bottles or 70 CLs. All right, some beautiful artwork on the back here. All right, Valencian Mallet is an Italian independent bottler, and if history is about to repeat itself, they're definitely an independent bottler to look out for. We all know about the Samarolis and the Moon importers. They were incredible independent bottlers. Right now, Valencian Mallet is blowing me away. Compared to their competitors, they're just doing an incredible job. I'm going to tell you how I feel about this Ledaig 10-year-old with that incredible color on it in just a sec when I nose it, taste it, and give it a mark. So, recently, Valencian Mallet released a whole bunch of Scotch independent bottles as well as a whole bunch of rum. I managed to get the Ledaig and I managed to get a Long Pond 15-year-old rum. Both incredible. I haven't tried too much from Valencian Mallet, but so far what I have tried has been amazing. This one in particular is one of those bottles that the writing is already on the wall that this is special. All right, obviously the color gets everyone going right away. The viscosity of this whiskey is insane. I don't know if you can catch that on the camera, but just incredible legs on it. And the smell is so ridiculously unique. It's rare that you'll ever find something like this in your lifetime in the Scotch world. All right, so here we go. Motor oil, gingerbread cookies, and molasses. Like right when you're baking those gingerbread cookies, you're just pouring in the molasses for the first time. You're getting that sweet and bitter kind of molasses note on the nose. Something campfire-like in the background as well. You get those burning embers, smoky, something nice and smoky, but not overly smoky. Definitely drinking by a campfire kind of note. Just beautiful notes. There is sweetness. There's some dark chocolate in there as well. Some espresso as well. This is the artisanal dessert maker's dream right here. Just so much going on, so much complexity. For a 10-year-old whiskey, I have no idea how they did that. Majority of the time, this whiskey spent in a bourbon barrel, then it was transferred over to these Botta sherry casks, or one of them anyway, for I think it was 2 years. It's a bigger cask. It had 648 bottles in it. This is bottle number 453. Big shout out to Vine Arts for hooking this up. The artistry on the back, again, just incredible. It looks like a Picasso almost on the back. Beautiful stuff. Really, really cool job. On the palate. So 53.7% ABV. Will not drink like that. The heat is very minimal, but the viscosity and the sweetness and the smokiness, that motor oil or molasses kind of note in there as well, it's just crazy. Honestly, I've never tasted or smelled anything like this in my life. So, this is not for the faint of heart. This is not an easy whiskey to get into. You have to be into Scotch for a while to really appreciate this. You have to come from an Ardbeg or an Octomore or Lefroy kind of background in order to appreciate this. This is not for everybody, okay? But it's absolutely incredible in my opinion. No bad thing about this. I guess the only thing is that you're probably not going to be in the mood for this every single night. But when you do drink this, you're in for a treat because it is fantastic stuff. Just such an easy drinking whiskey as far as the heat goes. But then there's all this complexity. It's super viscous. And as it opens up, you get more chocolate. It gets a little bit closer to the dessert side than the more savory elements to this whiskey. I'm really happy I bought this bottle. Purchased it for about 140 bucks, maybe a little bit more than that, not much more than that. I think that was like my all-in cost by the time it got to Ontario. And as soon as I purchased it, I checked on Whiskey Base to see what the scores were like, and they were all close to 90. Some were really high. And the value of this bottle already is absurd. It's close to 400 euro from the last time I checked. But I love what they wrote on the box here. Selected to be opened and enjoyed. So although they're putting out some incredible whiskey and some beautiful bottles worth keeping once empty as well, because it's all black, all right? You can barely see the whiskey level in there. And then they have these beautiful art pieces on the back of the bottle. So definitely worth keeping the bottle itself. But they want you to drink their whiskey. They want it to be open. They don't want it to become a collectible thing. I have a funny feeling, unfortunately, this is going to be highly collectible. But they're doing all the right things. I really love what they're doing. Happy with this bottle. One of the best $140 I've ever spent as far as Scotch goes. I will definitely be buying more from Valinch and Mallet. Hopefully I can track down the rest of the Scotch from this series. It's just, at the time, I had to be a little bit more picky as far as what I purchased. Really, really happy with this. I have to give this one a 92, maybe even a 93. It's going to be one of those bottles that in the future people are going to talk about because of how different it is, how incredibly diverse and unique this bottle is. That's, I guess, the best way to put it. It's super unique, but also an incredible, very, very enjoyable experience. Really like this. Like I said, 92, 93, and I might be being a little bit harsh. It could actually probably go higher than that. All right, so really, really good stuff. Guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but in my descriptions below, I put a link to the company that I'm often wearing their t-shirts that's Into the AM. If you like these shirts, check out the link below because it gives you 10% off any of your purchases. Really like what they have. Very great quality, very nice fit. I really enjoy their stuff, so check them out. That's it for me, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Get the bell to get notifications for when I do release a video. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and you can support this channel on Patreon.